Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with
Ready.
and the critters. Angel is up on the counter, giving Brad the death glare. Honey, look at her. And Charlie is behind Brad's chair, and Nixie is right in front of me. They just got done conning me out of more treats. Sorry I haven't been on. I haven't been feeling real well, and you guys know that. I've been fighting cellulitis, and you will be happy to know I made the decision last night that I was very concerned about it. And so Brad and I decided that this morning, I would go to the ER because I knew if I called my primary care doctor, they were just going to say, go to the ER. So, because she can't see me until middle of July. So I was getting really concerned, and I was reading all this stuff about how you shouldn't let cellulitis go, and it can be life-threatening. You could have amputation or it turns sepsis and stuff, and it's been fighting it for about 3 weeks. So we went in, and they, did the standard test, and they also did ultrasound to make sure I didn't have any blood clots. And no blood clots or anything. It's just an infection. I got a prescription of clindamycin,
Clindamycin.
clindamycin, and for 7 days, 3 times a day. So, and if I do have any other infections, it'll wipe them out also. So super nice people, and yeah, I was there for about 4 hours. But even though we decided to go this morning because I thought it wouldn't be as busy as like nighttime, they were still fairly busy. But so we got that taken care of. So now we can both rest easier about that. I have been using my peddler to get some exercise, but I decided I think it probably would be best if I don't for the next week. Don't you think, honey? Until that infection is cleared, I think it'd probably be best not to, because I have kind of like pockets of infection, so then my body naturally will wall off any kind of infection. It's always done it in whatever body part.
You need to heal.
And I need to heal. And I need to feel better. I've been very tired. Been having a hard time sleeping. I've been in some pain and a lot of swelling and stuff. So I need to let it heal and rest and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm tired of not feeling good. And my blood pressure was through the roof. What was it? 209 or something?
Like
over
that.
89 initially.
Yeah, it was.
And it was still quite high even when I left. And they said, need to really keep an eye on that, especially with the kidney disease and stuff. So we will be. I think it's because of the infection normally. If I have an infection, my blood pressure is going to go up. It always does. Crystal's the same way.
Yep.
One of my daughters is the same way. She will always, you could even watch it in the hospital. Is when you initially would take her in, she would have to have stents put in her in kidneys while she was pregnant numerous times. And take her in the hospital, and that blood pressure would be really high. By the time she got out of surgery and stuff, it would be going back down. So, but that's what's been going on with me. I have been doing daily artwork. And I did not, I've been having kind of a rough emotional week too. And Brad's been helping me through that. Because, while you're in the middle of raising kids and everything, you have a tendency to not really almost talk about and come to terms with some things that happen in your life, childhood and early adult, and even, as we age. And we've been doing a lot of talking, and I've been able to do some healing and stuff. I've been doing some artwork, but one of the things was a couple of days ago, I sat down to work, and it's a fairly big piece. How big do you think that canvas is?
Um, 20 by 24 maybe.
Yeah, it's big, and much bigger than I normally work on. But I've been liking working on the bigger pieces. But the arthritis was bad enough in my shoulders and my arms that day I could not paint. I could only manage for about a half hour, and I was very upset because I felt like part of my identity is of being an artist, and that was being taken away from me. And uh, I came to terms with that, and it was just one day, and I was very swollen that day too, which always makes any arthritis feel much worse. And so yesterday, I didn't feel like tackling the painting, so I decided I would just sit down and do what I call a doodle. And so this is what I did: some good old fashioned pen and ink. Now, what this represents to me is kind of your cycle of life, that you think that you're going to have a Norman Rockwell or the Waltons family, and you might pretend like it, and if you were pretending like it, you'd have a big uh, canopy, equal on both sides. But what you really have is maybe, a few sparse family members here that were real and genuine for a lot of us, and then you'll have your new growth of this is the reality of life, and this is the direction that you're going to go in, and that you're going to make the best of your life. So that's what that all represents, and they're just the roots and stuff. And you see everything is kind of going to one side. So anyway, that's a doodle, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy sitting down and just doing some good old fashioned pen and ink, sitting down and doing some kind of drawing. It was a nice break. I don't have to always paint, and I'm eager to do a lot of other different things. Like Brad got me a wood burning kit for Christmas. Now, if I could find it, that would be great, because I'm really eager to. I'm half tempted to go buy another one, but I don't want to. Well, because I can't find that one.
Well, I guess
You
it's
know,
over there.
I hope so, because it's just driving me nuts. I can't get my bracelet off until we find some scissors. Um, but I gotta turn this fan on. So I'm eager to do some wood burning and do some. We're gonna do some resin pouring. Brad's already been doing a little bit of resin pouring, and I'm just sending him more videos. That's something we're excited to do. We're going to set up one of the bedrooms in part, probably the bigger one. He's going to have an area too where he can work, go in and pour resin and stuff, because that's important. Kind of what you go through is that you age and you're disabled in whatever fashion, that, or you're just getting older and you can't do maybe the same things you did. You still have to find things you can do, and you have to find things you can do that are healthy in your home, and that isn't, you know, like for obviously for those of us that are obese, is a lot of it is because you hurt and you're not as active. And also, like with me, I used it for a lot of years as a coping mechanism. I basically put on weight when I quit smoking, but it's no good excuse to keep smoking, because my doctor told me, well, you know, the bigger of the two things right now is the smoking. So, and I still would love to be able to cope with some of my depression and stuff with eating. What?
Are those my pills right there?
These are mine. These are my antibiotics I just got, honey.
Okay.
Maybe you left them out in the kitchen, but
Sorry.
that's okay. He's in a lot of pain today. So, but so I would love to be able to stuff my face. but I can't because of the diabetes, you know, and I have to keep that in check. I have to keep that in check also because of the cellulitis and the kidneys, and all of us are going to have something. I know some of you out there that have heart problems, you know, maybe you've been battling some cancer, or like I didn't know that I have thyroid disease. They never technically told me that, but that's what it's listed as. They still had me listed as in congestive heart failure until I told them. And I thought they would have maybe changed that with all, last time I was in, they did all those heart tests, and I don't have definitive congestive heart failure. So I'm like, no, I don't. We're all going to get something. So finding healthy things you can do in your home. You're not always going to be able to leave the house. You're not always going to feel like leaving the house. Like, I don't drive at night. Brad tries to not drive at night. And I know there's a lot of us that way, that once it gets dark out, we're not driving. And like, it's been really, really, really raining here a lot. Like, a lot. And so, I don't like to drive when it's raining real hard. And it is a samagali outside. Holy camole. I mean, you just get mystified. It's so humid. It's not quite as humid as Florida, but it's humid. So
It's a lot more humid than Wyoming.
yes, and you got out, and it was a lot warmer up in Rocky Mountain than it is down here.
Yeah,
Down here in the country, with about a good at least 10 degrees cooler, man.
Yeah.
And then we opened up the front door. I opened up the front door, and it's like, oh, of course, dogs were going ballistic. That's what Brad asked me. We finally got home because we had to go pick up a prescription and stuff, and we had even killed some time. We stopped and got some Taco Bell, and went to our favorite park and watched all the geese and ducks. There was a lot of them. And he said, "What are you gonna do? You get home?" I'm like, love up the dog, because we left early enough that I did get to give them their normal tea. I can't say the whole word because then they'll hear it, and then Oh, I don't know if you guys watch like TikTok or not. I love TikTok. Brad likes the YouTube shorts. Same thing, but they have so many cute dog TikToks and cats and other animals, but some of them are just hilarious. I love the ones where the dogs are calling like the other parent because the parent at home with them hasn't, you know, done something correctly, or didn't give them, they're out of their tea, and so Brad, now when I'm sitting in bed laughing. Of course, then I'm like every couple of minutes, look at this, look at this. And he's like, let me buy my glasses. Yes.
I need to, when you have a moment, I need to tell people something about what Charlie did the other night.
Oh, okay, I will. Yeah. So, but yeah, I know you guys probably wondering, it's like, what the heck? She never makes videos anymore. I haven't felt real good, guys. And then, when you don't feel good, it takes you 3 times longer to get your housework done. And I know I don't have to, but Brad's also disabled. And I don't want him doing extra because, like, when the weather is real damp and stuff, he really, like today, he's really hurting, and so I don't want him to have, he's still looking for the paperwork. Are you going to start that tomorrow again? Um, but, we try to find that paperwork so we can do our driver's licenses and stuff. But, what else, honey?
Charlie.
Oh, I'm going to let Brad tell you the story about what Charlie Ann did.
We have these, they're a large cereal bowl, that
You get them at Dollar Tree.
cereal soup bowl, they're probably, I would imagine they probably hold close to a quart of liquid. And that's what I feed, or we feed the dogs in. And usually what we do is we give them rice because it's good for them. And then we'll add some sort of protein. And I don't remember what it was I gave them the other day, but we had a rug in the kitchen, a big area rug, and it was just not working out. So we pulled it. And so the next day I was feeding the dogs, and I set Charlie's bowl down and set Nixie's bowl. And Nixie has a tendency to get a little cranky.
Yeah.
And Charlie was eating his dinner, and he kept pushing his bowl closer and closer to Nixie. And finally, it was under Nixie's belly, and he was trying to eat it, and she was growling at him. So he'd back off, and then he tried to eat it. She started growling, and so finally, what he did is he picked it up in his teeth and he carried it over to their water dish. He dropped it on top of the water, and because of the sides of the water bowl, it stayed there. It spun on the water, but it stayed there, and he proceeded to finish eating his dinner like
You know,
that.
because one of the ones is like a self-feeding water. You know, it has almost like what would look like a water cooler thing, and so yeah, he didn't do that last night though, did he?
No, he didn't.
But yeah, it was funny. He's a character on that way. He'll pick up that dish and carry it over somewhere, and I'm surprised he didn't bring it out into the front room to eat it.
He did that the other day. He carried it out
Yeah,
here,
because he gets tired of it scooting everywhere, and of course,
mhm.
and I think that's what happens when all of a sudden you see her eating his food. Is it gets close enough to her, she just takes it, honey.
Yep,
Did I lose you there?
he did.
I know. I could tell. I just totally lost him. Totally. So yeah, we're not really doing anything for dinner. We're just gonna kind of scrounge. I think we're just gonna kind of make like uh. Did you get out the lunch meat? Okay. We're just gonna make kind of like you know lunch meat and cheese and a few crackers and probably like some tomatoes and sliced cucumbers and that kind of stuff. Just some snacky stuff. We like to do that every once a week or once every 10 days. You just bring a great big old plate of assorted stuff and our beds are real close to each other and we just sit there and watch hopefully some episodes. Oh, let me tell you about Suddenlink now. I hate Suddenlink. I'll let you all know this. I don't care. I'm going to let the next county know it, which actually is across the street. So, anyway, I hate Suddenlink. Cannot tell you how many evenings now we lose our internet. See, we don't do cable, and I'm not going to do cable again because it's just gotten too darn expensive. And, with all your different options, we don't find we need it. And, we have Hulu and we have Netflix, and, then you can watch stuff on the Amazon Prime. And YouTube now has stuff. And, I mean, we do fine. But we really, really look forward to right after dinner watching a couple episodes, maybe it's two or three, depending, of Criminal Minds. And then we'll watch a few police chases. Doesn't everybody want to watch police chases right as you're getting ready to go to sleep?
As long as you're not involved in the
Well, yeah,
police
I don't want to be
chases.
involved in it.
No.
So I don't know how many nights we blocked internet. And ironically, if once Brad jumps through 10,000 bajillion hoops and actually gets to speak to a human, and then, God forbid, they might actually be in the United States. Don't get me going on that one. But anyway, last night we lost it for over 12 hours. And the thing is that they won't even give you a like say, here's $10 off your bill because we know that every night for 10 days you guys have lost internet. No, I am not paying that full internet bill come when I this the 1st of July. I am taking some off of there. They can just disconnect me then if they want to, because this is just ridiculous. Talk about poor customer service. If you guys all have a choice, don't get Suddenlink. We don't have a choice because all the other internet providers are even slower than these guys. Right where we live happens to be kind of like, it's almost like the Bermuda Triangle of,
Black hole.
yes, to get internet. And and Brad tells him this every time he actually talks to a human, if I had any other choice, I would not have you guys anymore. He's nice to them, but he lets them know he's not pleased with the company itself. But, because I mean, it's like the over 12 hours, guys. So from 7:30 on, and then it finally came on. We left, what, about 9:30 this morning to go to the ER?
Yeah.
So it was 14 hours that it was out. And I mean, I know it's not supposed to be the end of the world, but we really look forward to watching. That's the show we watch together. And that's important to me that we watch those shows together. In the daytime, we usually both have our headphones off and we're jamming out to whatever and stuff. And, we'll take breaks and talk to each other, but we're getting our stuff done. So, I think that's out of water, sweetie.
I think it is too.
So, uh, here's this if you need to use it.
I got one out there.
Okay. But, yeah, I was so darn mad. So, like I said, we just have some snacky stuff tonight. Brad's in a lot of pain, and I'm got all these antibiotics going, so,
Well, and I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
And it's like whenever we have to walk somewhere, if I use the rollator like you're supposed to use it, where you walk behind it, you grab a hold of the hand grips, and you got your brakes and everything. I mean, I can do it, but I am so slow.
You're a lot faster than you were with a walker, though.
Yeah, and so if and I can't think of anybody who's waited
Excuse
on
me.
me, and I'll apologize about going slow, and they said, don't worry about it, you're trying the best you can, and so what I started doing is sitting on the rollator
Mm-hmm.
and going backwards, and Teresa keeps telling me to be careful, don't run her over.
Yeah, and don't run anybody else over.
And but if you're in a hurry, I mean,
He can motivate, and I think it feels good to him when he can actually go at a faster pace because he gets very frustrated with.
yeah.
So, but have you taken any pain reliever
Well,
yet,
that's
honey?
what I was looking. I was gonna go out and is this the pill bottle?
I don't know what you did.
That's it.
Okay, this has got back and body in it.
Oh,
I would like you to use this.
right here.
I'm gonna shoot this at you now. So I'm probably due for that too.
Yeah.
My legs and stuff are hurting today. I want to get changed into just. I have these house dresses that. Do you still mow our yard again? That man, our neighbor, and we pay him, but he takes the best darn care of our yard. He's always out trimming it, mowing it. I mean, our yard looks pristine all the time. I'm glad that we just pay him for the whole month, and that way he can just catch it when he can. But I think he's out mowing again, honey.
I think it's too early.
For him, I don't know. Well, he might have not because of the rain and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think he'd have a hard time with this wet
Yeah.
as it is. It might be somebody else, but he
Yeah.
does. And he's always bringing our garbage can back. Last week, Brad got him though. Brad got both of their garbage cans, ours and his. Because He wanted to say thank you. Yeah, I think it's him.
Is he doing our yard or is he doing Mary's?
No, it looks like he's doing ours. You gotta go fling open the back door and go, bah! No, might make him fall off the lawnmower. You guys seen those ones the riding ones where they stand up? Kind of cool. Because I would end up hitting something and go flying, you know. But I want to thank you for taking me to the hospital today. I was so upset because I haven't been really going anywhere, right? Haven't felt good and stuff, and money was tight. So, and I told him yesterday. I said and I was really down. I'm like, I am going somewhere. I don't care where, but I'm going somewhere. And I told him, I said, you know how to show me a good time. He goes, it would have been cheaper to take you out to dinner. And I'm like, I know, but like I said, sadly, my doctor not have time to see me. She got other patients. I think I'm just going to have to see whoever's on call from now on. Not happy about that.
I know.
You get some wackadoodle who,
Yep.
been through that in Wyoming, and you get like really great doctors, and then you get somebody who,
Yep.
So I know everybody's having trouble with that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go get changed, and thinking I'm gonna have to probably take. Well, I don't know.
It's awful late in the day.
I know. I'm awful. I don't know. I feel so swollen.
Yeah, you're dribbling.
Oh, I know. Ugh. See, isn't that funny? I was not doing that earlier. So I think I'm gonna have to. Don't you?
Probably.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take some water pills. So,
Oh.
got groceries ordered, and they're coming tomorrow. And yeah. So I'm hoping you guys have a great weekend. Drop me a line. Let me know how you're doing. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy is just she's such a nice. She just I'm so lucky that I have such great friends with you guys. And saying hi to Leanne. I haven't answered you much lately, and now you know why. Because I haven't been. If you guys don't hear much from me, you can guarantee I'm not feeling that great. Because then I just kind of go on autopilot. Kind of like what Mr. Heidi's doing right now. On autopilot because you're hurting. I can't tell who that is. Oh, I got a blow dryer coming tomorrow too because my blow dryer's got like 20,000 layers of paint on it anyway. And I have no idea where it is. And I mean, it's only $10 blow dryer. And then I got one of those round brushes because I want to start blow drying my hair and doing something with it. I mean, now that it's getting longer, trying to look a little more human. I've got a bra on today and everything. Guys don't know it. I was able to, this is real quick. I was able to put this bra on by myself. If you guys are experiencing a lot of arm and shoulder pain like I do, that's a big deal because when you get to the point you no longer can dress yourself and put your bra on,
Nixie.
You got to wait for your husband if you have
Nixie.
one.
Nixie.
If you're alone, then what? So what I did was I bought just my size. Come here, Nixie. Come on, baby girl. Come here, sweetie. Come here, Nix. She doesn't want to move, honey.
No, she doesn't.
Come here. Come on, Nix. Come on. Nixie, come here. Come here. Come on. Come here, baby girl. Come on. There you go. Good girl. But, so I bought one of the front closure wireless. And so if you're struggling like I do, that really works. That, you can do that and, still be able to dress yourself. Because I've had to kind of learn how to dress differently because, how to put my clothes on differently because of the arthritis and stuff is so bad, especially my left shoulder, that I I can't really reach for things very well. And so I can't even, this is about as far as I can get my arm and stuff. And I know I'm going to have it looked at and stuff. I'm going to wait to see how he does with his hips and stuff. And then whether or not he's going to have hip replacement surgery. And then we'll go from there. But I don't want to have, I mean, we can't have him have a hip replacement surgery and need me to help him for a couple weeks. But then I couldn't because the shoulder, if I had surgery and stuff, and I'll probably do physical therapy anyway. I'm trying to wait. I mean, I could go ahead and see, an orthopedist and start physical therapy and stuff, but I'm not having anything surgically done until after they whittle on him. Right, honey?
Whittle?
What? Whittle. Whittle. Do you need to cook rice for the pups, or they still got rice? Okay. So, yeah, so that's the end of our whole story. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. We're just trying to stay dry. I don't expect we'll probably go any place. Like I said, we have a grocery order coming tomorrow. Because don't you know that's when you're like out of all your meat? Would be meatless. But and I wanted to get a roast to cook in the crock pot. They are so expensive. I just couldn't really swing it. I thought a whole chicken will do just as nice. So, because I like to use my crock pot, and I would like to at least give him at least one night, if not a couple of nights, of not having to cook. Because,
A month?
a year. A year. Don't push it. It's yearly now. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. And thanks for listening, and thanks for being our friend. We cherish your friendship, and we love you guys. And, well, I don't know if Brad loves you guys, but I love you guys.
I like them a lot.
You like them a lot? And Brad's answering the comments, so he better be. Well, did you take all your pills, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have any Gabby for me? No?
I didn't know I was supposed to grab you some.
Well, I didn't know. You usually sometimes have it in your bag.
I know, but my bag's still back there.
Oh, okay. I'll get it later then. So they cut my Gabby in half, but I'm adjusting. So, and they massively increased Brad's muscle relaxer because of his shitty spine, as they say. Right? So anyway, love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Keep smiling, as Dave says, and we'll talk to you probably Monday, unless I get really bored, okay? Bye. Say bye, honey.
Bye, honey.
Bye, guys.